Well, hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing another wheel decides my shot my stash. Basically, I'm going to go through my makeup collection, input things into the wheel, and then the wheel's going to decide what I do with my makeup. As I've explained in other pick from my kit videos, I have got quite a lot of my makeup separated. So for example, my primers, most of them are in here, but I've got a few down the side here because these are ones I want to retry and pick from my kits because I just am indecisive about whether or not I want to keep them. And then once I do use them all up, I'll just go back from picking from random from everything. So I've put primers into the wheel. There is 4 of them left to try. So the wheel is gonna tell me which one I'm gonna use. So let's do this. Okay, so it's the Laura Geller Spackle Primer. So that is this one here. This is probably like about two, maybe 3 years old. I got it in a Cohorted beauty box. It's probably one of the first products I got from Cohorted. So it's the Spackle Colour Correcting Under Makeup Primer Neutralizer Laura Geller. It's probably way past its best. Not gonna lie, what does it say in the back? Oh, it says 36 months. That's quite a long expiration date. 3 years expiration date. Okay, it might actually be fine then. Okay, so for foundation, these are like my favourite foundations here, so I won't put those in the wheel. I'm going to go for the ones in this area here, but if I've already used a bit from my kit, I'll take it off. Or if it's just like something that I've used recently in like a first impression or something, I won't include it, but I'm going to input all of those now. Okay, so the appropriate foundations have been added to the wheel. Quite a lot to choose from. Let's see what we get. We had NARS Shea Glow last time, so obviously I've taken that off. Oh, I was really hoping it wouldn't land on that, because I don't really like the IT Cosmetics foundation. So that is the IT Cosmetics CC Plus Your Skin But Better Full Coverage Cream. I don't really like this because it's like one of the most oiliest things in the world, and I really don't like oily finish foundations. I much prefer a matte finish or a semi-matte finish. So I'm really annoyed that it's landed on that, but I'm not going to question the authority of the wheel. I will use the IT Cosmetics CC Plus cream. Hey, at least if I use it now, it means that it's taken off the list, so I won't have to use it again. So this is all the concealers. So I have got 3 separated that I want to retry to decide if I'm going to keep, and then after that I will just pick from random from the other concealers here. So we've got the Kat Von D, Sleek, and IT Cosmetics, so I'll just put those 3 and see what the wheel wants us to use. Alright, we've got the 3 concealers. Let's see what it lands on. Alright, IT Cosmetics again, so we're going to have an IT Cosmetics base today. That is the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye. I know a lot of people really like this, but again, I think my issue with this is the same issue I have with the CC cream. That's very oily, but I do remember having good coverage. So, oh, my face is going to look so oily today. I really just do not like oily skin. It just, okay. Whatever, it's what the wheel wants. All my loose powders are in here. There's not really a lot I want to retry, so I probably will ignore that. So pressed powders, all these ones here, I kind of know my thoughts on. So we've got MAC Studio Fix, MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. I did recently just use this in a half drugstore, half high-end video, but still want to put it in my to try pile just because I only used it once and I didn't use it under the eyes or anything. So yeah, I'm going to just put these 5 in, see what we get. Okay, I put those 5 powders on, so let's see what it lands on. Okay, the Inuit Milky Powder, so that is this little one here. Yeah, the brand is called Inuit. I think I got it on Beauty Bay, I want to say, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't know if it's still there. It's a milky powder. It's got a little cute little bear or whatever it is. So it's like a white translucent powder. I have used a lot of it around the time that I bought it, but I've not really touched it much since then. Obviously there's enough product to set my face there. So we'll see what this does. I'm glad that it is a white translucent one and not one of the ones of a colour tint, because I know that the IT Cosmetics is a bit dark for me. I mean, I could always put a bit of white mixer in. I'll figure that out later. Okay, so for bronzer, all of the ones that I want to retry are in this basket. There's probably about 10 there. So I have put those into the wheel, so let's see what it decides to give us. I'm hoping it's a Bourjois one, because there's like 3 on here. Oh, it was close. But it's the CYO one, but that's okay because I do want to retry that. So that's the CYO, what are you called? The bronzing powder when the sun don't shine in Fair. They keep saying that CYO is going to be discontinued, but like I feel like it's still on Boots, so I don't know what the whole idea with CYO being discontinued is, to be honest. I remember liking this. See, when I look at it, I feel like the colour looks like it might be a bit dark, but I seem to remember it like translating well onto the face. So we'll give this one a go today, and I'll decide if it's good or not. Okay, so for blush, I've got these 6 ones left to choose from. Everything else in my collection I've already used and picked from my kit. So let's see which of these 6 it wants us to use. Okay, the Essence Satin, so that's this one, the Essence Satin Touch Blush, it's in the shade 30 Satin Bronze. Again, yeah, I've had this for a very long time, so I don't know if they still make it, if it's discontinued or what, but we'll find out if it's any good today. Okay, so for highlighters, we're choosing one of the ones from this bit at the side here. Okay, so let's see which one. Okay, NYX Genius, so that's a palette. This one here, the NYX Strobe of Genius Illuminating Palette. I'm actually quite interested to see how this performs, because it's been a while since I've used it. Again, I think I did get this in a cohorted beauty box. Okay, so for brows, I've put everything in here that I wanted to pick from. So everything else over here I've either used already and picked from my kits, or they're just newer to my collection, so there's no point in me retrying them because I've used them recently. And things like Benefit, Give Me Brow and Elf Wow Brow I use all the time, so I didn't see the point in putting them in here. So this is what we were left with. I have already used the L'Oreal and the Gosh one at the end here and picked from my kits, but I didn't come to a solid conclusion of if I wanted to keep them or not, so I put them back in the mix. So yeah, there's about like 9 or so there. So let's see which it's going to choose. Okay, the Tarte one. That's this one here. So this is the Tarte, what the hell are you called? Busy Gal Brows in medium cool. So I only got this in like, I think November, December last year. So it is kind of newer to my collection, but it wasn't super new. So I put it in the mix. I already know that I like this. So yeah, I was kind of hoping to get one of the other ones, but whatever, it's cool. I'll work with it. At least now it's out of the mix, so I know I will get one of the older ones next time. In terms of micro brow pencil to go with that gel, the last pick from my kit, we already picked this Elf one, but I didn't end up using it because I used a pomade and it just worked fine on its own, so I will just use the Elf one because that's what we were meant to use last time, the Ultra Precise Brow Pencil from Elf. Okay, so for eyeliner pencil and the waterline, these are the ones we have to choose from. I think there's about 8 there, so let's go. Jordana. Okay, so that's this one here. So this is the Jordana 12-hour made to last liquid eyeliner pencil in 01 Black Point. I think it was a Beauty Bay that I got this off. I want to say it was Beauty Bay. Don't know if it's still there. Don't know if they still make it. I'll put a link if they do. But yeah, I don't really remember much about this, so I am interested to see what it's like in the waterline. For liquid liner, there's only 4 here, and I've pretty much used all of these like so multiple times and picked from my kits. So I'm going to use the Bourjois Club and Contour one, because I think I've only used it once in a pick from my kit, and it was one of my older ones. So yeah, I'm just going to go and use that one because I've used the Tarte and the Maybelline one recently. I think the Soap and Glory one's a bit dried up, to be honest. I'll use the Soap and Glory one in the next video, I think, if it's not dried up. Okay, so for mascara, these are all of my mascaras. So basically I'm just going to put all of them in here. The only things I'm not putting in are the Max Factor 2000 Calorie and the L'Oreal Bambi, because I used both of those in my last pick from my kit, and then I also used both of them in previous pick from my kit, so basically I've had enough of them in these videos, but everything else is on there. And again, I'm going to pick 2 mascaras to layer, because I just like doing that, and some of these mascaras are like a little bit dry. So yeah, 2's just better. So what's the first one going to be? The red one, Sophia's. That's this guy here. Again, I do think I had used this in a pick from my kit already, like, not long ago, but whatever. So what's the other one? Okay, Okay, it's the other Revlon mascara. Fantastic. So this one's a lot newer in my collection. It's the Ultimate All-in-One. I really like this mascara. I would really recommend it. Okay, so for eyeshadow, I've got 2 palettes left that I want to retry to see if I want to keep. So I've got a Beauty UK one and a Revolution Pro one. So whichever one doesn't pick today, I will use the other one in the next video. And then after that, we'll just go back from picking from the rest of these palettes. Okay, so it's only got 2 options here. Let's see what it goes for. Either way, these are both rainbow palettes, so it's going to have to be a rainbow look. Beauty UK, okay. So that is this here, the Beauty UK Posh palette. As you can kind of see, it's sort of bright colours. I have been doing a lot of rainbow looks just in my spare time, and kind of getting a bit sick of them because I'm not very good at them. But again, I need to practice and kind of get better at them, so I guess here's an opportunity. I don't know what I'll do with this, but I'll do something. Okay, so for lips, I've put all of these ones here, and there is an array of different colours in here, so God knows what it's going to land on. If it's going to match the eyeshadow, I mean, it's got to go with a rainbow look, so we'll see. I've put them all on here. Let's see what it goes for. Kind of hope it goes for the black one just for bounce. NYX Athens. Alright, well that's interesting. So that is this one. This is the NYX Soft Matte Metallic Lip Cream in Athens. It's a sparkly blue. Okay, right, this is going to be an interesting look. I don't really have a lip liner that's going to match that, so this is just going to be our lip product. Oh god, this is going to be a strange look. Alright, so in conclusion, the wheel has picked for us today the Laura Geller Spackle Primer, IT Cosmetics CC Plus Cream, and the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye, the Inuit Milky Pressed Powder, CYO Bronzing Powder, the Essence Satin Touch Blush, the NYX Strobe Genius Highlighter Palette, Tarte Busy Girl Brows Gel, the e.l.f. Micro Brow Pencil, Georgiana Black Eyeliner, Bourjois Contour Clubbing, Revlon So Fierce, and the Revlon All-in-One Ultimate Mascaras, Beauty UK Posh Palette, and the NYX Soft Matte Metallic Lip Cream in Athens. So this is going to be an interesting look, I feel. Alright, we've got our products, so let's do some makeup. So I'm going to start by making a base on my eyeshadow as always. So IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye. Again, I've not used this in so long. I just remember it being very oily, like the foundation. I think they should be called Oily Cosmetics, not IT Cosmetics. So the shade is Light Ultra Fair. I do remember this being pretty pale. Yeah, it's actually really pale. Yeah, very thick. I've got to admit, I've got really good coverage. It's just so greasy and oily. Why? Why is it so greasy and oily? Okay, so we're going to use the Milky Powder and set that down. Okay, so we've got an eyeshadow base. As per usual, I'm gonna just do one eye off camera and we'll be back and I'll do it on the other eye. Okay, we are back with one eye done. I'm not loving it. The eyeshadow palette, I think some of the shades are okay, but overall there's definitely a bit of like blending problems. Like, I don't know, I probably, yeah, I don't think I'm going to end up keeping it, but some of the shades are alright, I will say that. I'm not going to lie to you, I've done about 3 different looks of it just in the last like hour. This was the best one that I could get, so you know, I've faffed around with a few of the shades in here. We've gone for this bluey pink look instead. So going to start with this pink shade here, and that's going to go for the crease. Okay, and then I'm using the blue shade here, and putting that underneath, and then we sort of get this kind of purpley thing going on. Okay, I'm putting a white shade here under my brow bone. So I'm going to use the IT Cosmetics concealer and do a little bit of a cut crease. So now I'm going to use the white shade again that we just used and put that over the majority of it. Again, I feel like this is really boring. Like, I had a rainbow palette and this is what I've done. But I did try some other options and it didn't go so well, so this is what I've ended up with. It's okay, it's just like a little bi bride look. It's cute. Okay, and then in the outer third, I'm using this sort of lilac lavendery colour here. I was just going in the rest of the cut crease. Okay, so next I'm going to use the Bourjois Contour Clubbing eyeliner. I'm going to keep this just because I don't have a lot of liquid liners in my collection at the moment, but I did find this quite difficult because it can get a bit clumpy. It's also one of those eyeliners that gets embedded in your eyelashes. It's a very dramatic black though, I'll give it that. I cannot get this wing remotely even. Oh god, it was awful. Okay, so next I'm putting the Jordana eyeliner in my waterlines. This has got a pretty decent pigmentation. It's not too bad. It feels quite nice. It doesn't feel dry or harsh. I've managed to smudge everything everywhere, but that's fine. We'll fix it later. So I'm layering the two Revlon mascaras over the top of each other. Neither of these are particularly dried up, so they don't really need to be layered, but whatever, we're doing it. Okay, so moving on to base. So we're going to use the Laura Geller Spackle Colour Correcting Under Makeup Primer Neutralizer. It comes out an orangey colour. I don't know exactly what it's supposed to colour correct. Is it bags? Is it redness? Is it... I don't know. I mean, I'm not entirely sure what it's done. It's quite hydrating. Like, it feels like a bit moisturising, but... I mean, I don't really know what it's meant to do, so... I don't know whether to keep it or not, just because I'm not really sure what it does. Okay, so now we're going to use my favourite foundation, the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Plus Colour Correcting Full Coverage Cream. I did review this in my foundation series. The reason why I kept it is just because, one, it's expensive. Two, when I can see my sister again after the lockdown's over, I want to see if maybe she wants it. It might be a bit more up her street. You can understand the appeal if you are into like really dewy foundations. The shade is Fair. It's a little bit dark for me, but I kind of can't be bothered to mix it. The concealer's quite pale and the Milky Powder is quite pale as well, so hopefully it should all balance that in the end. It doesn't look horrible or anything, it's just, I'm just not into this much dew in the face, but hopefully powder will fix it, we'll see. So I've got the Bye Bye Under Eye. This is a bit lighter, quite a bit lighter than the foundation, which is good because I am looking a bit different. Don't know if it shows up on camera. So I'm going to put some of this under my eyes and anywhere else I want to cover up the usual spots. Really torn on whether or not I'm going to keep this or not because I do think it's really good coverage. Oh, it's just really oily. I can't decide if I want to keep this or not. I feel like I'm just going to keep it for now, and then if I decide to declare it later, then fair enough. I mean, also the fact that it's expensive as well is making me want to keep it. Okay, so moving back to the Milky Powder, I'm going to use this all over my face. Well, this powder has a massive white cast to it. I don't know how I went from being too dark to now looking like a ghost. That is quite an achievement. Yeah, I also just feel like it looks a little bit dry in the skin. A bit like flaky. Doesn't look terrible if I'm just looking at the finish. The colour obviously is a massive issue. I mean, it'd be fine to use just under the eyes to like brighten, but all over the face, no. So if you see this powder online expecting it to be translucent, it has a really strong white cast, just so you are aware, because that's obviously not going to be suitable for the majority of skin tones. I think I'm probably going to get rid of that powder. Okay, moving on to cheek products, because I don't like how we went from being too dark to now looking like a ghost. It's just, I'm really not into that. So we're going to use the CYO bronzing powder When the Sun Don't Shine. Just like that. It looks like it's going to be like too dark, but I seem to remember like it translating well on the face, but I mean my face is like white right now, so. Yeah, I quite like that bronzer. It blends out pretty well. Yeah, I don't feel like the shade just come out as dark on the face, but again, my face is white. I'd need to test that out with my normal colour match. But I think I will definitely keep that for now. So we're going to use the NYX Strobe of Genius highlighting palette. Some interesting shades in there. There's like a bright yellow highlighter. I think I'm just going to stick with this sort of icy white one here, because I feel like that will suit my complexion the most. Not that we have the correct complexion anyway, but I'm going to take that shade and use that. Okay, that is really pretty. I really like that highlight. That is pigmented. What I think I'm going to do is tap a bit of this shade here, which is a bit more bronzy. I'm just going to tap a bit of that over my cheeks as well and mesh it in with my bronzer. Now we're going to use the Essence Satin Touch blush in 30 Satin Bronze. Again, they may not make this anymore because this is a very old product in my collection, but that's what the colour looks like. Quite nice. Yeah, let's add a bit of this on. Ooh, it's quite pigmented, which isn't always the best thing in a blush, so hopefully it blends. Okay, it does blend. It's fine. I think I might get rid of it just because, one, it's probably discontinued, and I just feel like I have blushes that I like a bit better. But it's not bad at all. I think the cheeks look good. But yeah, I think I am going to declutter that Essence blush. But I'm going to keep the NYX highlighter palette. And I'll keep the CYO bronzer definitely. Okay, so we're going to do the brows now. So I'm using Tarte Busy Girl Brows. I know if I like this already. My only complaint with this is that the brush can be a little bit flimsy. But it's otherwise a really good brow gel. Just a little bit difficult to get like a steady grip with it, but I feel like the effect of it is good if you're careful. Maybe a frame, that'd be nice. Okay, so I'm just going to use the e.l.f. Ultra Precise Brow Pencil just to add a bit more definition. I think the shade is deep brown. Okay, yeah, the brows are fine. I like the e.l.f. Micro Brow Pencil. It's probably not my favourite one in my collection. It could be like a little bit softer, but I think overall it's a pretty decent one. So to finish off my lower lash line, I'm going to go back to the pink shade in the Beauty UK palette. Put some under the lower lash line. Okay, and again I'm going to use the same blue and put that close to the lash line. Okay, so in the inner corner I'm going to use the same white highlighter from the NYX palette. Alright, we're going to add some more of the Revlon mascaras at the bottom. Okay, so to complete this look we're going to be using Athens by NYX, the soft matte metallic lip cream. These came as part of a set. There was like about 15 of these. This is one of the ones I didn't declutter. I've got a little bit of lip balm on just because I know that these do dry down matte. I don't want to have super dry lips today. I mean, to be fair, I'm probably going to take this off when this video is over because I've got to eat pizza. Alright, wonderful. What an interesting look. I'm gonna let that dry and sort my hair out, and then I'll be back. Okay, so we are back with the finished look. It turned out interesting, I guess. So to just run through the products, I really don't know if I want to keep this or not. I think I might declutter it. I'm going to keep the It Cosmetics foundation. I want to see if my sister wants it when the lockdown's over. I'm going to keep the Body by Under Eye, even though I do find it a bit too oily, but I do think it has really good coverage. I'm going to get rid of the Inuit powder. Just made me a bit too white, I think. And I didn't love the finish either. I'm going to keep the CYO bronzer. I'm going to get rid of the Essence blush. I'm going to keep the NYX highlighter palette, really liked that. I'm going to keep the Tarte brow gel. The e.l.f. micro brow pencil isn't my favourite micro brow pencil in my collection, but it's not bad enough to get rid of, so I will keep that. I'm going to keep the Bourjois eyeliner, even though it was a bit messy. I still think it gives you a really good dramatic wing. It's just, it does get embedded in your eyelashes and it's quite smudgy. Once it dries, it's fine though, because I did make a massive smudge here, and I literally just wiped it away with a cotton bud once it dried, and it came off like easy, so it doesn't actually smudge once it's dried. Obviously I'm going to keep both of the mascaras. I'm going to get rid of the Beauty UK eyeshadow palette. It's not terrible, like this look isn't awful or anything, but I did, as I said, I did faff about with the eyeshadow palette before when I came back on camera, and I did a few other looks and they didn't work out so well, so I wasn't a big fan of all of the shades in that, so I probably will get rid of it. Eyeliner and a waterline is fine. I don't know what about the lipstick, because I'm not really the biggest fan of these NYX matte metallic lip creams, or whatever they're called anyways, because I feel like they look pretty, but then once they dry you kind of see them settling onto the cracks and they just don't feel the nicest. So I don't know, I feel like if I got rid of this I'd have to get rid of all the shades. I just feel like if you look at it up close it just looks a bit and I feel like the pigment with this one was a little bit patchy as well. Like it had to kind of be built a lot to get like full opacity. Is that the word? Jesus Christ. I'll keep it for now, but I probably will get rid of it at a later date. So yeah, a mixed bag I think with these products. Some good, some not so good. Very interesting. So yes, I will do more wheels. So I'll probably be back with another one of these videos in not very long. So I'll see you for another one soon, but that's it for this video. So thank you for watching. Goodbye.